Hey everyone, I wanted to give you a quick update on my Learn to Code blueprint that's going live in January. So if you didn't know, I created an ebook called Learn to Code, Get a Job in 6 Months Blueprint that basically takes you through each class, each month and week that you should take to learn to code and get a job in 6 months. It's a nice book, but there's no accountability, there's no people involved, so I decided it may be better to do a course. Well, I wrote a blog post last month saying that it was actually going to be a coaching program. And based on the feedback and based on my own thoughts, it's actually going to be a course. It's not going to be a coaching program, but I will still be involved with each student, and it still will have a lot of accountability, not only with me, but with the other students in that wave of students going through. So in this video, while the course is still under construction, I wanted to show you a few things that it was going to contain. So it has the basic layout as the Learn to Code ebook that I had. So month 1, you're going to do HTML, CSS, Git, GitHub. Month 2, you're going to create your own website, of which you'll be building throughout the course, where you can put your projects, and it's a way to show future employers that you've been active in the community by contributing with blog posts and things like that. There'll be CSS, user experience, and programming foundations that get you ready for month 3, JavaScript. And then month 4, it's going to be a little PHP and WordPress, but largely your specialization. So if you're like, hey, I loved JavaScript, I'm going to move on to React, or I want to move on to some deeper JavaScript, you can do that. If you want to step out to Python, you can do that. You can specialize in whatever you want, but it's going to be largely based on what is in demand in your area. And then of that, what is your favorite to work in? So month 5, you're going to have 2 major unique projects. So it's not going to be like, hey, I'm just going to watch this guy and follow along as we build a task app. It's instead going to be like, hey, what app do you want to build? And what does it take to build it? And you're going to build it yourself. So you're going to take all that you've learned and you're going to create these 2 major unique projects. And that's going to be great because when you do have your coding interview, you're going to have these 2 that you can walk through and explain, this is what I did and this is how I built it. So month 6, that's going to be your job research and applications, your coding interview practice, and professionalism. So that's the base of it, okay? So let's take a look at the actual course. Though it's still under construction, again, let me show you a few things. Alright, so just a sneak peek. Here is week 1, which is going to be the HTML essentials. So week 1, each week is going to have your marching orders. You're going to have your lessons. So for this week, it'll be HTML lessons 1 through 12. It'll be assignment 1, then HTML lessons 14 through 28, and then assignment 2, assignment 3, key takeaways, and on to the next week. So each week will be a little different, but it's going to follow that structure. Let me show you what one of the lessons looks like, because I think this is a neat approach to the whole thing. A lot of courses that you take, you just follow along and build things with the guy. So he's like, put the div here and put a click event here, and add this tag and this ID and all this stuff, and you just follow along, and then at the end of it, you're like, what in the world did I just do? So what I'm going to do is, as each week progresses, I'm going to assign you work as if I was a web agency sending you work to do. So the first week, I'm going to be like, hi, I'm so-and-so web agency. This is the client. This is what we're building. This week, we only want the structure, because you're just doing HTML. We only want the structure this week, so here's a mock-up of what we want you to build. And then you learn a little bit more, and the guy comes in again. Hey, we need you to add this. And then comes CSS. We're going to start styling it. So the month 1, 2, and 3, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, we're going to be building one website. And you're going to be building it according to the requests of this web agency. So month 1, you're going to build the structure. Month 2, you're going to style it. Month 3, you're going to make it functional. So you're going to do little click event things. You're going to do, I think, a countdown timer and some other neat stuff. We're going to add up stuff in forms and other fun JavaScript things. So it's going to be very practical. So you're not just going to be learning these abstract concepts, you're going to be building a page with the things you're learning. So for instance, here's assignment 2 in the HTML week. You get a letter from the web agency. Hi, Travis Rogers, Harry again. The client wants to add a few more things. First, he wants a simple list near the top, blah, blah, blah. Second, a table on the home page. The table will have 2 columns. One column will be the pricing and info for the standard package, blah, blah, blah. Finally, there needs to be a form on the tickets page for them to register. This should have a name, an email field, a drop-down to choose which package they want, and a few optional add-on checkboxes. So you'll be building a form, you'll be building a table, and this will be part of a page that you've already built in assignment 1. So this will just be adding on. So he says, I've added these to the mockup and linked them below for your reference. So here's the homepage mockup, here's the tickets page mockup. So you're going to have projects like that. Assignment 3, the guy's going to come in and say, hey, I need you to add this thing too. And then the next week, hey, we're ready to style it. This is what the client wants. Here's a good mock-up for you. And then down here where it says about assignment 2, in every assignment, I'm going to put a video here of not me doing the assignment, that's for you to do, but of me helping you think through it and helping you kind of plan out how you're going to do it. And then at the end of the week, you're going to send your project to Harry at the web design company. That's really going to be me, and I'm going to look it over and I'm going to say, hey, it looks great, or I'm going to say, hey, it looks good, but you know, work on this kind of thing. And I'm personally going to do that. So that's kind of how things are going to work. Now, month 4 is going to be your specialty. That's where you kind of branch out. I'm still going to be there for you. And month 5, we're going to talk projects together and everything. So this is going to be great. So here's the deal. So enrollment is going to be 10 students at a time. And enrollment opens every other week. So middle of January, there'll be an enrollment. 10 students will come in. 2 weeks will pass, enrollment will open again. That way, it keeps us from having tons of students at all different steps. So we have a wave come in, 2 weeks later, another wave come in. So you will be accountable to the other 9 students in your wave and to me. And we're all going to be talking in a Facebook group, maybe Slack, I don't know yet, but definitely probably Facebook. It'll be a good medium for us to talk. So I think that'll add some accountability, and I just have lots of great ideas. I can't wait to share more with you, but I wanted to update you so far as to what's up with that. So if you're just starting to learn to code, this is a great opportunity for you to take a coding course, be accountable, not get sidetracked with all the bells and whistles out there, learn helpful tips along the way and shortcuts, and land that job. We're all rooting for you. All of the students, we're all rooting for you. We all want to see every student get that job at the end. Here's another announcement. The first 10 students are going to get a significant discount for being my first 10 students. So hey, do me a favor. If you're interested in taking this course and working through this and landing that job in 2019, click the button below. It's going to give you a couple questions survey that just helps me put all this together in my head, but it's going to put you in that list for the first 10 students to enroll. So if I get 10 quick responses, that's my first 10 students. If somebody drops out, then the 11th one will move into the 10. So go ahead and reply to this and let me know you're interested. If you have a friend that's learning to code or is struggling to learn to code and keeps getting sidetracked and really wants to change jobs, share this with them and tell them to let me know. I want people to join this course. I want people to learn to code in 2019, and I want people to land jobs that they love. So hurry up, click the button below, let me know about it. I'll get you on that top 10 list with the significant discount, and the rest I'll keep in order and bump you up as people drop off. So that's all for now. I'll keep you updated here in the next week or two as we get closer to the launch date, but I hope that was informative as to where I'm at. Have a great week.